Hey fellas, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. We're back again. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Um, Let me know if the music sounds fine. Um, how you guys doing? Carlos, welcome Carlos. Almost Friday, can't complain. Yeah, for sure, buddy. I'm waiting for it, man. Today's been a rough day. Not gonna lie. Um, it's been a tough day today. I mean, personally, if I could do YouTube full time, I probably wouldn't complain. To be honest with you, I'd rather do this than what I do right now. How you guys doing? Let some people join in the meantime. Hey Noto, welcome man. 3 experiments, welcome. Drop in and say hello. I need to get to work on call. No worries, man. Glad you drop in. Take it easy. Hopefully you catch the recording after. Appreciate you dropping in. Hey P Hey PT, welcome man. Nice to see you around again. Nick, good afternoon, buddy. Yeah, so we're back at it again. We're back at the working on Mr. K3 here, Mr. Batman theme K3. I've been spamming the Discord for the Annex Discord guys about some of the stuff I needed to do. So the goal for tonight's stream is we won't get to paneling yet. Next stream we'll definitely be paneling and kind of adding stuff now because I already ordered some stuff. So what I have right now is a bunch of M8 and M3 8mm and M3 10mm screws, which is what you need for the paneling. You need a lot of these, so I ordered like 200 of each, so 200 each here, so that way I don't run out of screws. Hey Carlos, we're live, yes. So, and I did get some, I want to say these are 2510 fans. These are some tiny fans for the hot end, because I'm going to be using the Rapido for now. So we're going to go with the Rapido. So the goal for tonight's stream is to at least mount the extruder portion-ish. So meaning like kind of get the extruder mount, the hot end assembled, the fan assembled. Maybe not the wiring quite yet. I don't know how I want to route the wires yet. So that's the tricky part that I'm gonna have to work with, figure out a way to kind of get the wire clean. But just for the most part, assembling, there's a lot of heat inserts that I gotta do. So you guys are gonna be bored for a little bit because I gotta do the heat inserts. Now typically I would have done this already, but to be honest with you, I'm so busy that I end up just not having the time. So I don't mind doing this all on stream. But the goal is really to just mount the hot end tonight and the side portion. So let me show you that. That will be this here. So if you look on the screen, so it'll be this portion here. There you go. Yeah, so it'd be the purge bucket and a nozzle wipe. So if you can get all of this kind of mounted, this whole assembly, then I'll be happy. So that's the goal. In 2 hours, we're gonna just try to push as much as we can in this, because like I said, I kind of have the fan pre-assembled, a little bit of it pre-assembled. We just need a lot of heat inserts going on here. So that's the goal, is to kind of get this assembly going. So let's work on it. Let's see what we can get done and then go from there. So that is the goal. Hey, R3 Remy. R3D Remy. Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. Are you using K3? No, no, PT. I'm not using that board. I honestly haven't chose the board yet because I'm torn between the spider board that I have. I still have a brand new spider board that I haven't even touched. Um, I don't quite know which board I'm gonna run with yet. I'm still kind of iffy on the board. I want the setup to be a little easy, and I'm familiar with the boards and how to set them up. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do there. I might definitely look at the Annex store board, like what they have. For now, I'm probably not going to run any 5160s or anything like that. I just want to do like a stock TSMC 2209 setup, just to get a feeler of how the printer performs with just like a stock setup, and then from that point on, I'll start modding, like start adding things as I go. So, but board wise, I may use a spider, or I may just use an octopus board and just something simple for now to get it going, and then we'll branch out from there. Annex is the printer type where people use ribbon wires. I think I've seen some crazy looking wire setup without cable chains. This is just an umbilical board. Oh, okay, this is just an umbilical board. Nothing special like the ARC board. Okay. Okay, I gotta look into that. I haven't checked it out yet, so let me look. Now that you mention it, let me check that out real quick. Let me look at that real quick, guys. How is you guys' week so far? Any projects you guys working on? Check out this Annex. Check out the store here. Electronics. Ah, I see it now. See what you're talking about, PT. K3 Rabiner? The way you say it? Rabiner? RA Biner? Okay. Very simple board. Looks pretty cool. It's sold out though. Let me see something. Yeah, it's sold out. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Hey, Squirrel Brain, welcome, buddy. Hey, I know I've been so busy lately, man. I definitely have a little project that I'm gonna send you the dimension for that little bed flapper that I posted. So don't worry. This weekend I'm gonna be working on it, so I'll definitely send you the dimension then. That way I can get to printing some of that skirt. Well, yeah. All right. Rewind my 2.4 Wagos and just clean over our wiring. Next project, CAN bus. Yeah, definitely. I want to go to CAN bus route. Like I was I was so adamant that I don't want to do it, but everybody's convincing me now, and everybody, once one person convinces you, then it kind of like the time to go. So maybe the next project I do, or maybe even this, if I mess with the Toolhead on this printer, I definitely might go, CAN bus something. One of my printers will have CAN bus. I put it that way. One of them will have some CAN bus setup. I think the thing for me is the fact that you have to deal with so much MCU, so much additional MCU. It does make the wire cleaner. I agree, but the MCU stuff, I like. I'm so particular when it comes to my board setup. But yeah, I'm gonna get a CAN bus set up and play with it, just to mess with it, see what it does, see how I like it, and then go from there. If I do like it, then my board, you can see my printers being in the future being all CAN bus. But I'm just gonna dabble in it. When I do, I'll let y'all know for sure. Like I'll dabble in it and report back to y'all. All right, so let me get cracking here. Let's do some inserts. Get the inserts out of the way real quick, so we can get that going. All right. As you can see, I'm start like working on a couple of things here. So this need insert. Let's see what else. Let's bring it back up. So a couple of things. This need heat inserts. This piece need heat inserts. And let's see what else. Even there too. Trying to see where else. I already put heat inserts on this thing here, so you're kind of good there. Just kind of spotting where else needs it, but I think we're good for now in terms of heat inserts. All right. Okay. Have you done a Mercury 1 build yet? No, that's another project. I'm definitely gonna build one of those. That's another project I want to work on. I really like the Mercury, and I have enough. Enough of the spare extrusion and a lot of spare parts that I can actually build one pretty easily without buying anything. I'm like a hoarder. Like I'm literally a hoarder when it comes to the stuff. So pretty sure I can build one, a small one. I'm not gonna build anything too big, just because I have a lot of spare stuff. So I can build one for sure. That's one of the things I would like to build. So stay tuned for that. Not bad. Let's work on this first. I went in too easy. I went in a little too easy there. This portion should be fast, like it shouldn't take me long to kind of just put some heat inserts in. You know what I haven't done yet, guys? So that's one done. See? Pretty quick. You know what I haven't done yet? I haven't posted my build in the ANNEX Discord channel yet. In the the gallery side. So I think after this I'm gonna actually post it because I haven't even posted a progress pic or nothing. Where else? I gotta refer to the CAD constantly, so guys, so forgive me here. So we have that, and then we need that one. So maybe I'll just do a little update here. So I've been working on my Trident in the background. You guys probably can't see it behind me, but I've officially changed out. I'm probably gonna make a video on it though, but I've changed out the MGM12H for the MGM9, and I realized, believe it or not, guys, it didn't make a difference in my acceleration. What made a difference in my acceleration? That's why I'm going to end up making a video on my experience when it comes to speed versus weight and all that stuff. Weight does play a role. Don't get me wrong. Weight does play a role in your input shaper and your speed, but it's also not the full factor here. What I realized too is if you tighten the belt too much, if you really tighten it, like over tighten the belt where they're pretty tight. I mean, there's some flex, but they're pretty tight. I also realized that also limits your acceleration too. So your belt shouldn't be so tight. Like it should be like, I can't explain it because I really don't use like an audio thing to find my belt. I kind of use the feel of my hands. I just work better with my hands. You know what I'm saying? But there's a balance. There's a little, you want a little spring effect, like almost like the belt is springy, right? And then when you move the gantry back and forth, it should be very smooth. Like there shouldn't be hardly any resistance. When I did that, I was limited, and I'm just gonna explain. I was limited to about a velocity. This is the velocity, not the acceleration, but the velocity. I was limited to about 500 millimeters a second. Anything beyond that, and my motors would stall. They would just literally stall out. But then when I loosened the belt a little bit, put the MGM12H 9H rail linear rail on there, swap it out, and made the belt just a little bit looser, where they're not super tight. The gantry was moving a little bit freer. Now my velocity went from 500 millimeters a second to 800 millimeters a second. So I'm realizing belt tension does make a massive difference in your velocity, how fast you can move that tool head, as well as the weight. So I'm realizing that the belt, paying attention to the belt is also important, like way important as much as the weight of the gantry. So just pointing that out there. Just throwing that out there that I've learned this week. Yes. You're right, PT. Preload on the MGN makes a difference, because I'm gonna be honest with you. When I had the MGN12H there, that thing is not preloaded at all. So it just moves smoothly, right? Like you don't even have to put oil on it, and that sucker, and the carriage just moves very freely. But there was also a slight bit of rocking on the carriage, and I noticed that in the print with the MGM9H. That one was lightly preloaded, but still you couldn't rock the carriage at all. Like and the tension on it, you can tell it didn't move as free as the one that I had. Of course, I greased it up and oiled it up, but still, you can tell the difference in terms of the print quality, just going from the MGM12H to the MGM9H in terms of print quality. So preload does make a big difference as well. So yes, agreed with you, PT. But yeah, I'm learning a lot, man. I can't wait to make a video for y'all. That's just on my experience building these things and learning. I'm gonna make a video just sharing that with you guys. But I wanted to just throw that out there. All right. Let's be a little bit more flat here. Okay. And then we're gonna need 2 more. We need 2 more right at the top. Okay. We need 2 more at the top here. So, what else I did this week? I'm trying to think of what else I did this week. So, as you guys can see, I'm working on a Frankenstein bed finger printer in the background here. I'm excited about it because I want it to be unique, just a little different than what you typically see. Um, I'm gonna try to keep the bed very light, as light as possible, so that way I can kind of retain some acceleration from the bed. Um, I'm not going to use any 6mm bed. I'm just going to use a stock bed and use a external MOSFET to kind of run that. So I need to give it a name. So that's one thing I'm working on. Another thing coming up as well, depending on how much subscriber I reach, if I can get to 5,000, but we'll see. I'm gonna build an Ender switch wire. Now that was sponsored by Robert. He is the owner and the main group leader of the I Love to 3D Print Facebook group for I Love 3D Print. He's the main one that sponsored this one, so that build will have his name all over it. It was nice of him to send me an Ender 3 Pro. I'm gonna convert that into a switch wire build. I'm gonna do that on live, and then I'm gonna give that away. Okay, so I'm gonna do a giveaway on that switch wire build. It's only gonna be in the United States, though. Maybe Canada. I gotta look at the pricing there if I'm shipping it. But that's gonna be something I'll build and then give away as appreciation kind of thing. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna end up doing that as well too. All right. I think we're good there, but this thing looks like it's popping out just a little bit. I might have to push it down just a little further. Not as flat. There we go. All right. Let's see what else we have to do here before we put up the so we have some magnets that we have to put in place, it seems. So let's put some magnet in place before we put the printer up. See if I can get some wire too. Trying to see what wire I can use. Oh, maybe I can use this cut piece of wire here. Hopefully it doesn't need to be thick because these are some thick wires that I have. For those who are into Canvas, what do you guys recommend? Like, how is this going? Because that's the only thing I'm like kind of out of the loop on. So I don't know what you all need. I know you need like a can hat or maybe USB, but you guys can point out what you need for a Canvas setup. I'll check it out after the stream. Okay, magnets, which I just had a second ago. Okay, this is going to be the tough part, guys, to try to get the magnet in here without making any type of noise, but we'll see what we can get done. Yeah, I may need to knock this in. And I want to say it's probably going to be easier just knocking it in versus. All right, I know you guys seen this all the time. I'm probably going to be known for just taking out hammers whenever and probably knocking stuff instead of using my my vice grip here. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Let me see. Can I get it in? Maybe. Possibly. I'm using a wave shear can hat and the EBB36 connected to my SP. Okay. Appreciate that, Nozo, for sharing that. What MCU are you using, and does it natively support CAN? I have I have a lot of Octopus board, and I have XKR2s. I do have some XKR Picos board. So I don't mind buying a new board just to, that supports it, but I just would like to give it a go, you know, on one of the machines. So I'm just kind of getting a feeler. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more challenging to install than I thought, guys. Hold on. Let me try it one more time. Nope. Okay, I'm going to take a different approach here. I'm just trying to install the magnets, so I'm gonna have to kind of press fit it in. Yes, some boards can also run CAN without a CAN hat. Oh, okay, good to know. If your main MCU support CAN bus, I believe you can now use a clipper to connect to a CAN Toolhead hat. I'm not 100% sure. All right, guys, I'll check them out because I definitely want to try the CAN stuff for once. Yeah, I have a friend that will convince me in the background to try it, and so I'm definitely willing to try it for this Christmas. I want to try it out. get a feel for it. So I'm gonna do some research in the background. Remove half from your previous comment. Okay. Now I'm assuming these magnets are supposed to. Alright, let's hope I don't. You know what? Let me do one at a time because I don't want to do two and damage it. So let's do one at a time. Alright, that was easier. I'm guessing now we can push it all the way down. Was I supposed to, question, if PT's still here, was I supposed to sandwich the magnets, sandwich the wire between the magnets? I just wanted to know because, not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do, right? At least I'm hoping that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, now looking at it, there's enough gap. There's enough of a gap to get it. Okay. I'm probably gonna end up using QuickDraw 2, the Pro, the Pro portion. This is the original QuickDraw here, but I was gonna use it, but I'm gonna end up printing out the new 2 because I like the way it looks better, you know, in terms of how it works. But I'm just wondering, should I put the, like, I'm inserting the magnets right now, but should I know I should put the wire in between that little hole there, but I wasn't sure if I needed to put the wire first, then put the magnets in, or put one set of magnets in, then the wire, then the other set of magnet on top. That's what I was sure about. I got the new metal fly. Man, every time I see SHD, I want to say shit. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but it's kind of funny. I got the new metal fly SHD 36 to be installed. Once I get the courage to pull the trigger, it's my only 3D printer, so I don't want to break it. I don't blame you, Nick. I don't blame you, man. It's better to be careful and cautious than to just go ahead and do anything, you know? I went with a Manta AP from BTT and UTC. I'm looking at, hey, Carlos, I'm definitely looking at that. The Manta AP from BTT and the UC, the adapter kit. I think that would be an easier route for me personally if I have the board that already supports the ecosystem and then go from there. I think it's a clone of the BTT board, probably identical except for having very poor documentation. Gotcha. I'm on QuickDraw 1. I have a vacant ordered. So there should be a place for the wire to go along the side. Okay. Not between. Oh, not between. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So I might need to bounce this out just a little bit and then put the wire at the back and then, yeah, I'll just do it that way. I'm gonna make it longer, just a little longer, so I know I'm catching it. Where's my where's my tools? Oh, I'm assuming it's supposed to be shit. Those mounted boards don't have canvas, so you will need a canvas hat. Okay. We need a hammer time emoji. Yes, we definitely do. I need to work on that. It's gonna be a thing for my channel, yo. Alright, so I'm just gonna put it in here. And then gonna knock it down. Alright, it's sandwiched. It's down in there, it ain't going nowhere. Hammer time. Make sure it's facing the right way. It is facing the right way, right? Okay, yeah, it is facing the right way. Okay. All right, hammer time. Okay. Remember this can do insane acceleration. Keep the wires tucked and tight. Yeah, I'm keeping that in mind, BT. Yeah, I'm keeping that in mind. I'm really excited for this printer. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might not show it, but I am really excited to finish it up. Like I said, after this stream, it's a lot of paneling, like adding the panel, electronic type of thing. So we're kind of there. We're almost there. There we go. So that kind of completes that. So you guys can see that. So, and I'll trim the wire. It won't be this long. I'll trim it down so that way it doesn't. It's not going to be this long. I think I need magnets in here too. So I'll add those in. Yeah, these, I don't know how I'm gonna get it in here because this is pretty tight. Let me see. R3 R3D Remy. How many printers do you own? I own right now currently. In my head, I'm calculating. Try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 printers right now. 2 of them are in the progress of being built. But I own about 8 printers. And a variety of printers too. Trident, VZ Butt, mashup here. I own a Voron 1.8, Voron 2.4 R2. It was a 2.4, but now I upgraded it to a R2. I have another Voron 1.8, but it's gonna be upgraded, so that way I can try the tap Voron top features on that. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of running the linear rods on that, that's another project I meant to mention, you guys. I totally forgot, but instead of running the linear rods on that, there is a mod for the 1.8 that actually takes 2 MGM 12H rails on the side, and that should be a little bit stiffer than the actual linear rods. So I'm going to do that mod and see if that actually works. It's still mounted on the side. There's not going to be a front or back support. So I'm hoping that with the Voron tap, it doesn't affect the accuracy per se. But I'm going to try that as an experiment, and if it does work, that will give other folks some answers if they wanted to upgrade their 1.8 to accommodate the Voron tap. So that's what I'm going to do in the background, and then if it does work, I'll report it with you guys. I'll kind of give you guys a video, let you guys know my experience with it. So I have little things coming in the background. Trust me, there's like a lot of stuff to do. So you will see videos coming. And then I have a VZ butt, which I haven't touched yet, but I love it. It's working great. And then now I'm building this ANNEX K3. I'm working on a bed flapper back there. It's behind the camera. And then I will be building a bigger TikTok, and somewhere along the line, like I said earlier, converting an Ender 3 Pro into a switch wire and giving it away as a gift, as a thank you to the community. So I have a couple of stuff coming, and yeah, so quite a bit of printer. Hey, City on Tayanak. Hey, welcome to the stream, bud. Haven't seen you around for a while, man. Dragon Digital 72, welcome. Oh, you changed your name. You changed your name. Your name wasn't Dragon Digital 72. I can't remember what your other name was, but I know it wasn't Dragon Digital 72, but I recognize you. What are you working on tonight? Oh, tonight. So what I'm doing right now, I'm glad you remind me to mention that. I'm kind of putting these little things together. So basically, what I'm trying to achieve tonight here is, let me show you guys. So if you look on that little screen, I'm trying to assemble this. So basically, I'm trying to assemble the tool head here. I'm just doing a little bit of prep work with the magnets and stuff. So I'm going to assemble the tool head and then attempt to also assemble the purge bucket and the nozzle cleaner. So those are the two things I'm going to try to attempt to get tonight. I'm pretty sure I can get to them because everything is kind of pre-done. So yeah, that's the goal for tonight. And then next week we'll do all of the the paneling and stuff like that. Oh, okay, I see. Well, when you start streaming soon, man, I'm gonna be there. So anytime you start streaming, I got you, man. 100%, you have my support there. Hey, Golden, have you thought of RK PCB board? I just bought 10 beer boards for $5 plus 11 extra. I haven't thought about that yet, City Hunter. I haven't really thought about it yet, but I'm going to start dabbling into a little bit of canvas, like I was mentioning earlier. But I'm going to see what setup I go with in the background, and then I'll show you guys what I went with. I'm just not sure which printer to put that on yet. Yeah, normally I'm at work when you stream, but I caught the video, so I'm at home for the rest of the week at least. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, I work, and the reason why I only stream for 2 hours because I work and I get tired and I have to go to work tomorrow. So I try to at least, try to give you guys 2 hours of streaming and some videos. And I know, like, again, Nero has his own stream. Dave Bills have their own stream. Nero stream like multiple times a week, so I try to work around his stream. And I know there's a lot of other people are coming in on the stream, so I'm just trying to make sure everybody has their space, so that way I can catch all of their videos too. So as a community, we're just kind of like working around each other, just so we're not stealing crowds from each other. So that was my purpose. So as you guys know, Thursday nights it will be my stream time, right? Just 2 hours, 3 hours. It'd be on Thursday for me. I mean, at this rate, sooner or later, you guys are going to be able to have a stream every week, like throughout the whole week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You guys will never be bored. Someone will take up those time slots. And I'm pretty sure sooner enough you'll have like a whole channel that you can stream through the whole week, It's kind of pretty cool when you think about it. Let's see if I can get this in there, because this is hammer time. Figured that wouldn't work. It's not the best way to get this in there, but it's kind of tight, so I'm just trying to see what I can do to press it in. Trying to see if I have anything else I can use to press it in. Do canvas on whichever printer has wiring issues first. Nick, believe it or not, like none of my printers have wiring issue, because if you look back at my channel, I converted all my wiring to IGUS cable, IGUS continual flex cables. So that's what I use, and be honest with you, they're solid. This is why I was like really not thinking about canvas initially, because they're solid. Like, I have no wiring issue at all. Ever since I went to IGUS continuous flex cable, I got no issues. So, but that's why I'm gonna pick one of the printers that I kind of want to, like, if I have too much wiring on it, to kind of like just swap it out and see how it works. But yeah, but other than that, I don't have any wiring issues at all. So that's the reason. But for content purposes, it's not bad to just go canvas on one of them. Trying to find, bear with me guys, I'm trying to find something to push this magnet in. And because it's being temperamental right now. Oh, maybe I can try this. There we go. That worked. Okay, that worked. Okay, now this is going to be a fight to kind of get the other one in there, but struggling just a little bit, guys. Just give me a minute here. Just trying to get this last one in. There we go. I think that's good enough. I don't want to push it back too much. I know there's 4 magnets that's supposed to go in here, but I usually use 2. I even have it when I install it on my Trident, I just use 2 because 2 is plenty enough. So I won't push this back too much, and I'm not using any wiring underneath here, so it's okay. So yeah, I had to fight with that just to get it in there. So that's installed. Let's see what else. Hey Kian, Moby, welcome man. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Good luck with the build. Yes, I'm working on the build, man. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it now. So now we can kind of actually go and mount everything, I think. Okay, I think we should be good to put up everything. All right. Let me get myself prepped here. So we don't need this, especially to the side. Put this out of my way. You know, actually, we may need a magnet for. I think I saw. Oh, never mind. I have one more set of magnets to put in. I remember seeing magnets in this thing here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right here. Like 2 magnets in there. I don't know if the orientation of this matters. It don't seem like it matters, but we'll see. Let's see. All right, it's installed. And it's in there, so now we can actually kind of organize ourselves here. Shift stuff out the way. I may need to install this before we go, because I don't want to throw it on the hot end without at least installing one. So let me go ahead and install one of these fans. I think this takes an M2. It's a little long. Too long there. Okay, that works. Get yourself a small hand press vertical one with handles. Appreciate that. I'm glad someone made a suggestion. Yeah, this is cumbersome. So yes, slowly investing in little things. I appreciate that suggestion. BT, HSB, appreciate that. I'll look into that for sure after the stream. Trying to get these M2 screws here, they're kind of annoying to grab onto. All right. Don't worry, I'll cut the wires. Like I'll cut all of this when I'm putting the wiring up together. For right now, I'm just kind of trying to get the fan on. All right, got the fan on. See? All right. Now we can actually move on. So. Press this down. Okay, here's the big boy. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what's the best route to go now. I'm thinking just mount the hot end first. Going to go ahead and mount the might as well mount the bit. And then we gotta remove the collar off of this. Oh, by the way, I love Rapido hot ends. I know I always brag about like big tree tech fader stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I love the Rapido. I love the Rapido. Like that's what's on most of my printers. And when I say I have no issues with it, literally have no issues with my Rapido. They work phenomenal. Actually, I just have great luck with faders hot ends. Like I have no issue with faders hot ends. I mean, that's not from like a standpoint of trying to be cheap or nothing. It's just the hot end works really well for me. So I'm probably gonna stick with them for a little bit. Yeah, their hot end works really well for me. So yeah. And literally that's all I own. Like nothing but faders, BMS. Dragonfly BMS, Dragonfly BMO, Fadus Dragon High Flow, Fadus Dragon Ultra High Flow, Fadus Rapido, iFlow, Fados, Rapido, Ultra iFlow. That's all I own. It's like a bunch of Fados out in, and all of them have been great so far. The original Dragons, like when I bought my Dragon back in 2020, I'm not gonna lie to you, it did have trying to see how you mount this thing. It did have some issues in the beginning. Hey, what's up, Sandy? Welcome, man. In the beginning, when I first bought my Dragon Holland, this is Dragon Standard Flow. I'm not gonna lie, I did run into an issue where if you didn't give it enough cooling, PLA will, if you didn't have enough airflow going over it, PLA will literally stick onto the inside of the throat, the heat break, and so you have a lot of clogging issues. But ever since I put high speed, high flow fan on my Dragon, it hasn't been an issue ever since. So Dragon require a lot of cooling. Even though it doesn't look like it does require a lot of cooling. I'm trying to see where I put the those screws that I just had. Little bag. Oh, there we go. It's over here. All good here, just catching up. Yeah, I'm good here. We're just gonna start mounting the hot end stuff now. That's my goal. Make sure you guys can see that. So that's the goal now, is to start mounting this stuff. So, I guess the first thing I want to do is mount this, something like this. Yeah, something like this. Go ahead and do that first. PT, if you're here, I'll appreciate your guidance. If you can see. Making sure I'm putting this hot end up correctly. This magnet is grabbing everything. It's pretty strong. All right. I don't want to break it, so I'm just going to try to match up the hole. I don't want to break this because it's very thin. And there we go. So that's what it looks like. Just so you guys can see it, because I know you guys might not be able to see that. So I'm matching up the hole here with the hole of the Rapido with the fan here. And then we're going to mount it on top of here. So excuse my big head if you see it in the way. Just trying to make sure I line up the holes. How big is the PTFE tube? Hold on. So I know you got to push a PTFE tube down in there, right? Trying to see. A lot more difficult than you think because it moves around a little bit. This is no fun. You know what? I have an idea. There we go. Just gonna insert them so they line up, and then go from there. Maybe put like 2 in there, real quick. All right, there we go. There we go. Finally got it. All right, so I finally got it on here. So I just need to put in the extra holes. Like I said, all of these cables you see is wire. I'm gonna end up cutting them out, cutting them down to the size, and then instead of running these stock, what's the word now? Running the stock plugs, which are I've lost my train of thought here. I think Molex 3.0 that comes with it. These dual Molex. I'm gonna end up. I'm just gonna use JSTs instead. I like JST better. Just I can just use a 4-pin JST and connect all 4 together. So all of this is gonna end up getting cut and just set up the way I like it. So I'm gonna take my time in the background and clean up the cable just a little bit. But for right now, I'm just gonna do a raw mount, just to make sure everything is mounted. Alright, there we go. Last screw. Alright. Alright, hot and mounted. You guys can see that. Let me turn it to the side so you guys can kind of get a look. There we go. Got our hot end mounted here. Okay. So I think the next thing to do is I'm going to assemble the fans, the two side fans. We're going to just assemble those. Might as well assemble that. So that requires M3 by M3 14s. on that. Okay, and then what is this? M3 by 12s. Okay, we can do that. All right, let's do that. All right, so M3 by 12s. I have 12 and 16, no 14, so I'm gonna have to hunt for that. I don't know if I have M3 by 14, but I have M3 by 12s. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go end up looking. So this goes there. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this piece here. See if you guys can see that. Make sure you guys can at least witness what I'm doing. Like I said in previous video, this printer is very detail orientated and very intricate and complicated. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's fun, but it definitely requires some paying attention to. Everything is set up for a specific purpose, and it got to go in the right orientation. So I got to look at this here now. So this turns like this. So it sits on this like so. If you guys wonder why I'm not using any drill or any machine, when it comes to my building my printers, the first time I tend to use my hands just so I can gauge how tight I'm tightening stuff up, because with some of these drill stuff, like I tend to want to know how much time, how tight I'm doing it. And I know a lot of the drills have like preset stuff to prevent it from over torquing. But there's something like with my hands that I just like to just have a feel for it. So there we go. Alright, so the next thing is this is M3 by 14, but I only have 16. It's a little long, but I hope that will work. I mean, it may stick out just a little bit, but it should work, right? I don't think I have 14 down here. I'm gonna look. I really don't think I have M3 by 14s. That's a very odd number. Let me look, guys. Hold on. I don't think I do have any M3 by 14s. Possibly, maybe, nope. I'm just gonna do a quick glance here, quick look, and see if I have M3 by 14. If not, I'm just gonna go with what I have. And you know, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, buddy. No YouTube notification? Oh man, I'm sorry. YouTube be funky sometimes. Good to see you around, bud. I'm a little focused at the moment, guys. If you see me quiet, that's because I'm just focusing. That's it. Like, literally, that's all I'm doing. I'm just focusing for a second. See if I find any M3 by 14s. I really don't think I have that size, but let me see. I think I might have find an in between, but let's look. I might not actually have M3 by 14s, and if I do, I'm not willing to sit here and waste time to search it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rock the 16s for now. It's just gonna stick out just a little bit, but I'm alright with that until I actually get the right size. Alright, so let's mount these fans first. So this goes like this. So, right? Possibly. Which A10 are you using? Yes, Rapido High Flow. Rapido High Flow is what I'm using on this. I bought a original hot-end. I bought the actually Dragon 2022 Ultra High Flow, but it's not really fully supported by them yet, and I didn't want to just use like something that someone kind of mod to accommodate it, so I just used the Rapido in this case. But when they actually officially come out with a full supported setup for it, then I'll swap out to like the Dragon Ultra High Flow and give it a run. But right now, I'm just gonna rock with the Rapido High Flow. It'd be fun to max it out with this printer. I'm pretty sure you could. We're gonna see how much you need. So this is M8, I'm pretty sure. It's too bad they don't do a calendar invite or something after you say you want notification. Yeah, that would be great if they could. How are you doing? Hey, Nuno, I'm doing great, man. Making some good progress on the build. I'm just mounting the hot-end assembly now, and then the purge bucket on the side. We have time. We have time to do it. Even if I go over about an extra 30 minutes, I'm fine with that. I just want to be able to get that part done, and then next week we can start paneling, do all the paneling stuff, and then electronic stuff. This week I'm gonna look into buying. I'm gonna decide whether I want to use the spider board or an octopus board. I'm still don't know which way I want to go, but either one I can set it up for this type of printer, so it's not a big deal. I just don't know which one I want to go with yet. So we'll see. I think this is M8, I'm pretty sure the screw was. Yeah. M3 by 8 and then a small flathead one. Okay, listen, I don't have any flathead, so we're just gonna have to work with that one for now. What's a flathead, by the way? What is this? Okay, it's the same thing, but I'm just gonna work with it. right one? Just making sure I'm mounting the right fan there. It looks weird. Okay, so it is the right fan. Rapid eye flow should be enough for your first calibration and such. Then you can go UHF and crazy speed. There you go. You got the right idea, Nuno. Yeah, that's really what it is for. It's just a temporary harden until I get a feel for the printer, see what its capabilities are, and then I can start playing with other little things. Um, so make, I'm just gonna use I'm gonna deviate from the rule here. So they're using I'm gonna use an M6 here because it's so short, and I don't have a button head screw, so I'm gonna be bad and deviate and use a M6 here, which works. Pretty sure it's not gonna do anything. All right, there we go. First fan up. Looks good. Second one on. Now I'm excited because it actually looks like it's starting to look like a printer. Pretty excited now. Let's work on the other side here. I have to do something with this cable management, yeah, this wire management, because all my wires are still tacked. So I'm gonna have to find a way to route the wires neatly, but I will. I'll do that in the background though. Uh-oh. Okay, something's going on here. It's supposed to be under. Unless I did the fan. May have done the fan wrong. I think I may have, yeah. Actually, I might have done the fan wrong. Hold on. If those aren't fast enough, you could get the Goliath. When that comes out, it sounds like it'll do 100 million. Yeah, the Goliath's insane. I just wonder if I did the right fan here, guys. Like that's the only problem I have now, because it looks like I might have not have the right fan in place here. Let me check something. I definitely need to look at the CAD. Is there a different fan setup for the Rapido possibly? Because it's not landing where I thought the fan would land. I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned now. Because the fan is sitting higher than it should. I was just too excited for a second there. PT, I'm not sure if he's still here, but if you're still here, some assistance, because I don't know, I think I might have messed up which fan goes where. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't go here, so I'm a little kind of surprised what's going on here. I think so, because if you guys are looking, see how this fan sits low, but even then it just doesn't look as low for the Rapido mount. So, but look at this fan here. If I put it here, it's way high and it's not sitting underneath here. So I'm wondering if there was a mount that I was supposed to print with this. Now I gotta look, because let's check. Dang, that's a bummer, man. And I had this thing printed so long ago too. So let me look. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna look and see if I printed the wrong mount, or if there was a specific 1.1 STLs, gantry, carriage, rapido hot end. Front fan nozzle, no, and then okay. Yeah, all right, guys. I'm only getting two options here. One of them is the front fan mount, but it's the same front fan mount I printed out. So unless there's a specific one for the Rapido, but that's all I got. So I'm not sure. Now I'm gonna have to. Hey, printer roadie. Hey, question. Since you're here and you're building a ANNEX K3, so I printed out the fan mount here. I'm using a Rapido iFlow, and unless there's a specific fan mount for this, look what happens. If I put the second one here, is actually really short, and it actually doesn't sit with the what should I put it? The quick draw pro bracket. So is there a mod for this? Is like a specific mod for the Rapido that I need to print out? Do you know? Because if I have to print it out, then I don't mind going ahead and starting to print it. If there's a link for that, but yeah, because right now it definitely don't line up. Look, you guys can see that on the camera. It don't line up at all. Like the fan literally is blowing on top of the boot. Doesn't even come down. It really supposed to be down here. So yeah. Yeah, if anyone have an answer there, let me know. In the meantime, I'm just gonna mount my extruder, and then we can figure out that part. I think I need to push, see if I have any PTFE2. I know I have a lot of them. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Got some PTFE2. Are you using this one? Recent release 1.1 Carriage Rapido hot end fan. Yes, that's what I'm using for the shroud. For the fan shroud itself, the front piece, yes, I'm using that. But the part cooling fans are not fitting. The part cooling fans are the issue I'm running into. You printed the right carriage for the extruder you're using for the Rapido. Yeah, I got the. Let me turn it around so you guys can see. So this is the carriage I printed out, and it mounts perfectly fine. And this was the Rapido mount, so it's on there, but I just don't know what's going on with this. You printed the right carriage for the extruder you're using for the Rapido. You could try printing the spacers. I appreciate it, Printeroni. Yeah, I know that there have to be some kind of spacers because, yeah, this is the. Hey, I'll show you. Look, see, so you guys can actually see it. So the hot end mounts fine. This looks fine, but even though that this still need to be lower. Honestly, the fan, this part cooling fan still need to be lower because if you look where the Rapido nozzle is compared to the fan, the fan is still higher, and then when you put the other fan on here, look, you see how high that is? So I know for a fact there got to be some kind of adapter or something for the tool head. But the tool head itself, the mount itself, the whole bracket is the correct one. So that's the thing. Oh, okay. Fan spacer times 2. There's a spacer. Oh, okay, okay. You guys are awesome, man. Let me look for that. You guys are awesome. Oh, there's also a longer probe mount too. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have to spring that and the spacers. Got it. You guys are awesome. Alright, this should be a very quick print. It shouldn't take long. Okay, let me print this real quick. And this should be in, what is yellow? You know what I can do? I'm not gonna worry about printing it. I have the files, so the next time you see it, it'll be mounted fine. But right now, I don't want to delay, so let me mount my extruder and mount everything else, and then we'll just print out that spacer, because at least I know that's what I need is the spacer now. Okay, so let's go back to the extruder. We'll mount the extruder. M3x12s there. And then what is this in front? Okay, cool. All right, so pretty easy. Okay. Pretty sure supposed to put a PTFE tube down in there, but this hole don't look as thick. I tagged you in the Discord thread with the screenshot of the tool assembly if you need to for reference. Thank you. Let me look. Thank y'all, man. I really appreciate you guys helping me out right now because, yeah. Ah, got it. Okay. So I did need the adapters. Okay. I see someone have their fan facing towards the other fan, but I like it facing out. But okay. All right. So that's all I need to. I just need to basically print two pieces, and should be good. Okay. All right. Thanks, Printeroni. That really did help. PTFE guide to recess on the top of the rapido is very shallow, so you have to rely on some of the above to kind of compress it in. See, that's what I was wondering. Like, it's very shallow. Like this, the guide is very, very narrow, and so should it? So basically, should the I can't force it in, is what you're saying? Printer only, I can't force the PTFE tube into this. Make sure that if you have your fans rotated 90 degrees from the traditional orientation, that you also mount your quick draw probe on the adjacent side of the frame that matches. Ah, gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Well, this is now going to be a challenge, is to get this PTFE tube to fit. I'm gonna have to see if I can use something to compress it with and push it in there. Will not snap into place and retain their PTFE tube. Has to be held on top in place by the extruder. Okay. I know I had a little pliers or something, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just try. See if I can grab it and push it in, but I don't know. There's no guarantees that it'll work. I'm not gonna try to compress it. I'm just trying to see if it will go down in it. Don't compress the tube. Yeah, figured. I guess the question is, should the PTFE tube go all the way through the top portion and into the hot end, or should there be a recess on the inside that it just sits on? I guess that's the question. no, it stops right at the shallow recess on the top. Doesn't go in. All right, cool, cool, cool. Then I know what to do from there on. So if it does that, then that means I'm going to have to go ahead. I think you need to put the tube on the piece with the mounts in there. See, I'm thinking that's what I need to do. Okay, I figured it out now. Thank you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. I exactly know what to do. So I was supposed to put the PTFE2 piece of it inside of the harden first before I mounted it on here. And then that little piece on top. I got it. I finally get it. It would have been nice if they let it went straight through, you know? That design just to push it all the way down in there. It would just have a nice solid line, but it, you know, I'm not an engineer or anything like that, so I'm guessing you just put the PTFE tube in here. I'm just curious what the underneath look like. Hold on, guys. Okay, so it just sits on that recess. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay. All right. So we might just need to cut it. Give it a little cut. And looking for my blade. Yeah, I'm thinking there's two pieces. There's two recesses of this mount, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut this short so that way it sits on that little recess on the inside. Probably cut it like here. Yeah, that recess wasn't as tall, so let's see what happens. Yeah, because it's wider. Yeah, it's a little wider. I gotta cut down just a little bit further. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, Printeroni. I'm trying. Trying to clean this up just a little so it doesn't stick out too much. Right. Come on, baby. just to line it up with the little cover on it. There we go. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Take this It's going good, Luis Perez. It's going good, man. Just complicated. I missed I only messed up. I missed that I needed some adapter for the fans. So I got like 2 more pieces to print, and I'll just print that in the background. But right now I'm just gonna mount the extruder and see what else I can get done. But nothing I can't print and continue with. Alright, so I have the PTFE tube now in the hot end, and there's clearance. So I can push this in and not have to worry. So we're good there. Okay, so this is my little tester to make sure everything is good. All right, got clearance. Just making sure that filament can go through. So as you guys can see, I'm just using this. It's about the size of a filament and just kind of pushing it in there. So we have clearance. So we're good. All right, so as you say, we just need a little piece of this. So probably about a little piece like this, just a little tiny piece. So about that, it's a little tiny piece there. You guys can see that. So all right, I'm gonna have to turn this around to get to it. So I'm gonna turn this around a little bit. Hey, G Funny Man, welcome. But, yeah, they deleted. Thank you, buddy. I shouldn't even say G Funny Money, welcome. Wagwan, Bridget. Wagwan. That's what I should be saying. I think this was what size was this? What extruder is that? I'm using the, Sharper Mini. I decided to go with a Sharper Mini extruder with this setup. But I printed out the mod that requires the push-in, what do you call this now? The cullet, the Triangle Labs cullet. That's what I'm using. Triangle Labs cullet is what I'm using. So there's a mod for that, so that way the PTFE tube don't come out of it. So I kind of like it. It's a little neater. Let's see. Just trying to make sure I didn't get the screws wrong. So checking on the screws here. 12. Okay, so I'm right. I might have to pop this off real quick so I can get to that screw. I'm actually going to use a smaller black one here. I think it's a little neater. This one. There we go. Now that looks really, really good. All right. I'm gonna do a little test with my metal piece just to make sure it goes down in there. That we don't have no blackage. Yep, we're good. Nice. There we go. There we go. All right. Tensioner's back on. We're good. Okay. On the sharper GitHub, yes. Yes, if you go on to ANNEX Engineering GitHub, you can see the sharper mini. I also use sharper mini shots micro on all my printers. Hey, listen, Nuno, we think alike. Dude, bro, I hope to meet you one day in the future, man. I love the sharper mini, dude. Honestly, I have it on my VZ butt. I have it on my Trident here. My Trident VZ butt is what I call this. I love the sharper mini extruder. It's consistent, print really well, simple, light, easy to build. If I can put it on all the rest of my printers, I definitely will put it on all the rest of my printers. I was trying to put it on my bed flapper right now, but there's no really tool head for Ender 3 kind of setup. There's some sharper mini setup out there, and I'm not really good with CAD, so I just was trying to find something to use. So right now for the tool head for the bed flapper would be a Orbiter 2.0. So Orbiter 2.0 with some kind of shroud and some stuff on it. You see when I get that done. But yeah, if I can put a sharper mini on anything, it will be every printer. It works great. Simple extruder to build, just works right out the grid. I love it. So I agree with you, man. It's a great extruder. So all right, so this is what it looks like, guys. Give you guys a look right now. So so you guys can have a look at it. So not too bad. You can't really see the tool head too much, but there you go. So right now, I have to print out the adapter because apparently I need an adapter for the two cooling fans to match the hot end here. So because as you can see, the fans are way too high compared to where the hot end nozzle is. So I got to print out those adapters. And once you see the video again next week's stream, that will be done. But I have the extruder on, so I'm happy about that. So, but let's see what else we can get done real quick, which is to mount the bucket and stuff, the bucket and the nozzle wipe. So let's do that real quick, and I think we can call it a stream here. So let's shoot for 8 o'clock. You guys get an extra 30 minutes with me, and yeah. Aha! If you ever come to Portugal, give me a call. Hey, listen, I would love to visit Portugal, man. I have a couple of friends that live in Portugal. We used to play games online, gaming online too. So I have a couple of friends that is from Portugal. So it has a quick draw built in it, built onto it. The mod for the PTF we call it for the shopper, is it? Yes, it's on their GitHub. If you go to if you go on to user mods, that's where I find it. If you go to user mods on their GitHub, look into I think the extruder area, and then there is like mods, extruder sharper mini extruder mods, user mods, and you see the color. You see the color printout for it. All right. Yeah, so let's work on the other part. So what else I need to do? I need to mount this thing here. But I'm gonna have to make some adjustment because based on how I mount it, I may need to make, I'm 100% sure I'm gonna end up needing to make an adjustment here. Let me see something. Yeah. So, wrong way. Supposed to be inside like this. Yeah. Okay. I might I might be running into a little problem here, but let me see something. So it should mount something like this when all said and done. Yeah, Portugal is beautiful. It's a beautiful country. Absolutely, man. Oh, maybe my print tolerance is not the greatest, or maybe you just have to screw it down on here and it snap in place, but possibly. Yeah, this might be like a snap in place because it's not going on. But point is, it should look something like this. Might be in a little bit of trouble here, guys, with this piece here, so I might have to cut this or remove this in order for this to sit a little higher. Okay. Well, I guess that's all the progress I can make tonight, guys. Got some stuff to work on in the background, so that is the best progress I can make right now. Wish I wanted to make more, but But when we see you next stream, I'll have all of this done. So there's a little bit of more stuff to do. But yeah, that's as far as I can go. I got a couple more things to print and fix. And then next stream is to just finish all this up, paneling, add the panel to the side of the printer. I think that's about it. So honestly, we have like about maybe 2-3 more streams, depending on the wiring portion. And keep in mind, I'll let you guys know the plan. So not next week, but the week after I go on a Christmas break for my job. So I have 2 weeks off, and so after next stream, it's gonna be another 2-3 hour stream. But after that, I have 2 weeks off. So there may be a stream on like a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday, something like that, to kind of spend some hours on it, especially with the wiring portion. That's gonna take a lot of time. And if I'm gonna do that on live stream, I need that time to be able to do the wiring. So so basically before the end of December, we'll have this done and up and running. That's the goal, like to have it up and running, have it doing crazy speeds and stuff like that. So I would say about 2-3 more streams, and we should be somewhat pretty much done with this build. So, but yeah, that's the progress I made tonight. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. This was fun. But again, along the way, I made some mistakes, not major mistakes, but mistake that has caused some setbacks. But it's not a big deal. Not that we can't fix and move on from. So. Well, yeah, guys, I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to call it a night. But thank you guys for tuning in, watching. If you missed the beginning of the stream, you can always rewatch it once I end out the stream. But yeah, guys, just have a good one. Take it easy. I see you guys. Thank you, Nuyo, G Funny Money, Printeroni. Thank you for your help. Nick. Anybody else I'm missing here? Let me shout you guys out. Really appreciate you guys for coming. Luis Perez, yeah, Carlos, Lost Sync, BTHS, all you guys. Appreciate you guys for coming out, watching the stream. I'll see you guys in next week's stream. Take it easy, and I'll see you around maybe Nero or Steve Bill stream. I'll shout at you guys. So anyways, guys, take it easy. I'm calling it a night, and I'll see you in the next one.